That's actually pretty badass. it. I was gonna... There we go. Ah! Hold on. Oh, damn. I can't pop that side. Oh, shit. Dude, what the hell is going on? What? That what set? What set? What bubble set? What bubble? What's he talking about? He's saying the bubble set.
食べたいものを選ぶ。それにする？それにする？美味しい。
松川コロニーの奥。何があったんだ？
培養された主だ。奴ら独自に器を作っていた。
まさかシャンバラからの帰還にたどり着いたのか？
ああ、松川の奴ら相当に優秀だったようだな。シャンバラと交信もしていたかもしれん。
そうか。今の様子は？
特に何か気づいた素振りはない。
それまでに話した方がいいんじゃないか？
どう打ち明けるべきかわからねえんだ。自分であいつの目で見て、あいつが判断してもいいんじゃないか。
あの子に決めさせるのか？
過去の人間の出番じゃないと思ってきた。それだけだ。
どうだろうな。私にはわからない。ただちょっと眉間のシワが減ったんじゃないか？
見えてないだろうが。
あんたが一人で抱えていないのが珍しくてな。
切るぞ。1週間は連絡してくるな。
待った待った。悪かったよ。また連絡する。
まったく。
いなくなった。なぜじゃ？
突然だ。だが、それが私の運命を決めた。不完全さを捨て、理想を実現する。運命の分かれ道。そして、運命はエマと空に委ねられる。
何？なぜじゃ？エマと、それにクージャと。一体何の関係がある？
あの2体はそのために生まれた。あの者たちが持つ役目。それは、器。
着いたぞ。腐食体とゴーレムの反応が入り混じってやがるが、強力な腐食体の反応。やはり主がいるか。かなりの数の主を取り込んできたが、体に変化はないか。
ここにも主。
どうかしたか？
うん。体は問題ない。ただ、神楽が言ってた。主にも何か目的があるんじゃないかって。
目的？腐食体がか？
うん。
Why is the front door unlocked?
お前がそう感じたならそれでいい。だがあまり考え込むな。
考えなくていいの？
考えすぎるなってことだ。人はそれらしい理由を考えて迷っていないふりをする。 迷っていてもいいんだ。人が行動する理由なんて突き動かす何かで十分だ。
突き動かす何か。
まあ分からんでもいいさ。俺がそう思って生きてるだけだ。さっさと行け。
うん。
おびただしい数のゴーレムの残骸、それに腐食体の死骸か。今もここは最前線だ。主の居場所は分からんが、ここは細い断崖の道だ。まっすぐ進んで主がいないか探れ。
分かった。
ようやくうなずくのは治ったようだな。おい、どうした？なんだ？
うなずいてた。
まだ先は長いか。
苦労して手に入れたもの。いらっしゃい。もういいので？ではお気をつけて。
敵がいる。珍しい反応。 クー、敵がいる。
見よ、この不織の雲をいくつ見よ、いくつ
クー、何か珍しいものがあるの？ 珍しい反応。
Happy, what's up? Ugh. I mean, that's better than work with shit, right?
ねえ、エマ。エマはいつも怖いものから守ってくれる。エマは怖いものってないの？考えたことない。そうなんだ。私はよく考えちゃう。臆病だから。臆病な心に勝てたら強くなれるかな。心は戦えるものなの？
Oh my god, dude.
時々。そう。ごめんね。外で戦ってるエマの方がずっと危険なのに。きっと神楽には神楽の戦いがある。そうだよね。私仕事に戻るね。またね。うん。
おいエマ、まただ。主の反応が消えた。
前と同じ。
ああ、そうだ。取り込まれた。
指導。
ああ、間違いない。奴はこの先にいるはずだ。用心しろエマ。
うん。宝箱。
Who didn't deserve that strong box? I did. Steal my credit. Incredibles 3 is coming out. We dressed up as the Incredibles one year for Halloween. Yeah, I knew about Kingdom Hearts. I thought about playing through Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3.
それはいい品ですよ。もういいので。ではお気をつけて。
My sword disappeared.
これはまた主の直じゃ。
やはりな。
ここにはいない。
対岸にいるのか。向こう側に進む道を探せ。
わかった。あの光、野営地。どうしたの、クー。
Okay.
体汚れてきちゃったね。帰ったらシャワー浴びよう。
Happy, you want to see something cool?
クー、泥は落とした。
The only reason I like Coco is because
神楽が掃除するの大変。分かったならいい。私にも泥ついてる。
it's because it's very like music positive. But I was never a big fan of the movie.
敵だ。
But the other one, with that ghost one, sounds pretty cool. I like the what was that one? Kibu and the two strings.
クー、
I thought that
何
movie
か
was
珍しいも
amazing.
のがあるの？
Who the hell is shooting at us? Oh, them over there.
クー、何かあるの？
gotta be a way to get over there, dude. Speaking of movies, you know, 20 years since Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yep. I was sitting in prison when The Dark Knight, Iron Man, and the Hulk all came out, right? Saw The Dark Knight, Hulk, and Iron Man. I didn't know that they were doing a cinematic universe, though. Right? And I saw them all on DVD while I was in rehab after that. And then like 300 came out in the theater. And that was like my wife and I's third date. So our very first date was the Friday the 13th remake. Our very first date, like an actual date, was the Friday the 13th remake on Valentine's Day. Actually, no, we saw it on Friday the 13th because that year, Friday the 13th was the day before Valentine's Day. So we went out and saw that movie, and then we like went out to dinner and shit for, you know, like for her side of the date the next day. And then our second date, Terminator Salvation. Our third date was Watchmen. And then we started going to see Marvel movies after that. And that was like the beginning of our relationship. I think our fourth date actually was Iron Man 2, I think. I want to say Iron Man 2 or maybe Age of Ultron. One of those two movies. It was very early on in the MCU. I can't remember which one it was because there were so many coming out. I just specifically remember those three because, and then we saw our fifth date was The Ballad of Llewyn Davis. That was like our fifth date, which is a really good movie, by the way.
愛い女の子でね。何を見つけたの？
There will never be another Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was, as much as they keep trying to recreate it, it'll never be the same. First of all, they have a bunch of fucking stupid people working for them now that are more interested in pushing an agenda than coming up with fun, creative stories. And it was, dude, it was perfect. You know what I mean? It was just, and it sucks that they didn't get to incorporate the X-Men, and they didn't get to incorporate the Hulk as much as they wanted to, because at the time Universal owned the rights to Hulk. So they had to limit their exposure of Hulk, which was fucking shitty. Because the Hulk was essentially one of the starting foundations of the MCU, you know what I mean? Are you fucking... Oh my god, dude.
Ku, 敵だ。Ku、誰かがいるの？
情報を伝承するのも、お前が聞きたい情報は何だ。
Ozzy,
答え
come on,
ら
Bubba.
れるのは一つだけだ。ほい
What are you doing, Bubba? We are gonna build one of your Lego sets tomorrow. I get all kinds of them. Say something. I've already thrown. There's hell of them outside. Ooh, damn, I did not think I was gonna pull that off. Did you push your brother? Let me that. Let me see. No, it's mine now. It's mine. Why is mom up? Here, mom, let's wait for you in the bath. When you, okay? Okay, hold on. Mom, just wait. Hold on. Happy, do you want to see something cool? All right, how do I get over there, dear? Okay, I can't go out that way. Wait a minute, how is it that, where does that go? Are you fucking kidding me, dude? God damn, the controls are so wonky in this game. Are you fucking kidding me? All right, hold on 1 second, Happy. Bro, what is over there? Really?
野営地、ここで休めそう。
Okay. I got two things. This is from the Mandalorian, and it's actually a lot of fun to build. It was like 1,700 pieces, so I mean it was pretty damn beefy for a playset. You know what I mean? Speaking of the MCU, I promised my son that if he did good at church camp, we'd build it together.
クー、敵だ。 珍しい反応。クー、敵がいる。クー、宝箱。
What the fuck? Take malfect meat. Okay. We got like what, a day and a half until Mortal Shell 2, man. I'm excited.
何かあるの？
What the hell? Scrap metal? That's all I get? That's like an elite dude. Why am I getting just scrap metal for him? They need to change the loot system on this game, man. I shouldn't be getting a basic bitch item for an elite enemy. No. What the hell? Okay. Shit.
クー、何か珍しいものがあるの？
逃げおった。あやつの逃げた先に指導がおるのか。
きっとそう。
What is this way?
行くか。
クー、近くに誰かいるの？
あれはお前。
危険な敵。
これで我。
珍しい反応。
Damn it.
あの光、野営地。
All right. See what we got here.
技が使えるさ。行って。
Yeah, but go get it back. Go tell him I said to give it back right now. Right now. Go. Go tell him I said right now.
Ku, 誰かがいるの？
Tell him I said if he doesn't get them, I'm gonna take his Oculus away.
お前、
危険な敵。
ここにいる。これでは。
That's not the right one. I want the rest of the pieces of this one. Okay, well then tell him he's gonna lose his Oculus if he doesn't. Tell him I said he's gonna lose his Oculus if he doesn't find them. Then how do you know that he took them, Gabe? Or Emmett, how do you know he took them? Okay, you don't. So why are you saying he did? Do you have evidence that says he did? Did you see him do it? Okay, then why are you blaming him? What do you mean he has the parts? Okay, well how do you know Gabe took them then? You don't. You're just blaming Gabe. And I don't appreciate that, because that means you're lying. What do you mean you think you're not lying? That's what lying is, right? If you don't know who took it and you're just blaming them for no reason, when you don't have any information.
いらっしゃい。
And they're probably in that room somewhere of yours, bud. Okay, no new swords, really? All right. Is everybody ready for Mortal Shell 2 or what?
Shido.
I am. I'm stoked. Although, I won't be playing it on PlayStation right away. I had to cancel my pre-order for my PlayStation, the digital version, because I'm already getting a physical copy of it. It's just going to be a few days later, but I did get a copy of it for Steam. So I'll be playing it on Steam for the first few days. And then I'll switch over to PlayStation and I'll keep Steam as like my secondary backup.
そうだ。いずれお前は必ずそうする。
そんなことない。
エマ、耳を貸す必要はないぞ。
いいや、お前は自身の魂が空虚ゆえに飢えている。この世界には飢えたものばかりだ。いずれこいつは俺も食い殺すだろう。俺の妹もこいつに食い殺された。そうだ、こいつは強かったんだ。強ければ奪って当然なんだ。俺は奪う。俺もお前と同じだ。全くの空っぽで生まれた。それゆえに飢え、渇望する。何も持たないなら何かを奪って生きて何が悪い。さあ、収穫の時だ。いただくぞ、貴様の器を。
エマ、来るぞ。
What the hell was that?
なぜだ。なぜ倒せない。俺には力があるはずだ。お前さえいなければ俺がこの世界を支配できるというのに。俺と妹に暴力を振るった男も、見て見ぬふりをしたコロニーの連中も、妹を食らった獣も、全て力があれば支配できる。そうだ、俺はエリカと共に世界の支配者となる。俺は負ける。
Oh my god, dude. Are they seriously just gonna keep making me fight this guy? Dude, this bugs me when games do this. Like, you go through this gnarly ass boss fight and you don't get shit from it.
腐食広がってる。
エマ、このままでは。
大丈夫、平気。いつものバイオレットならきっと道はあるって言ってくれる。だからなんとかする。
エマ、
ブラッドが時間はある。
Yeah, I used to work for Dollar Tree.
バイオレット。
え？
うん。食べるとき誰かがそこにいた。あ、
Okay. Um. Okay. This is all new. That's new. What the hell, dude? Why does it keep popping up? It must be like a glitch. Oh, wait. Oh, okay, there we go. Now it's all taken care of. Alright. My cat was laying there. Where'd she go? Kitties! Meow meow! Something else new.
Emma, 元気？
特に変わりない。
Emma, Genki.
そっか。僕の方はたくさん琥珀を見つけた。故郷を救う手がかりになるといいな。
ねえ、故郷ってどんなものなの？
そっか、そうだね。一言で言うと、大切な人がいる場所かな。
大切な人。
その人と一緒にいられる場所にしたい。だから琥珀を集めて救おうとしてるんだ。
So I started a diet a couple days ago, right? And because I'm a fat ass and I need to start taking care of my body.
それにする？
And it's been like 5 days now.
神楽の料理は
Diet that I'm on is the Atkins diet. Atkins is like meat, eggs, 2 cups of salad, just like plain salad. No like tomatoes and all that other fancy ass shit in it. It's just like basic ass like house salad, right? No dressing. I can use a little bit of lemon juice and some pepper and salt for a dressing, and that's it. It's just 2 cups of just like lettuce, essentially. Maybe with like a little bit of shaved carrots and like some cabbage diced up into it. But that's like, I use bell peppers. I'll dice up a few bell peppers and throw them in there. But like no fruit, no dairy, no bread. You know what I mean? And although I am working on this recipe, I saw that a guy made sourdough out of egg whites, and he separated the egg whites from the yolks, and he got a mixer, and he like fluffed it up and then mixed in some spices with it, and then somehow like balled it up and baked it, and it turned out just like sourdough bread. Dude, it's amazing. So I'm gonna see if I can do that tomorrow. But that's going off topic here, right? Last week when I went shopping, I bought a lot of protein. I bought a bunch of chicken, I bought a bunch of pork chops and steaks, and like bacon, some linguiça, eggs, and I can have 6 ounces of blocked cheese, like the cheese that comes in a big block. I can have 6 ounces of that per day. Like a handful of walnuts, no peanuts or anything like that, no peanut butter. What it is zero sugar, and you have to stay under 16 carbs per day, right? And I usually spend my carbs, like I'll eat a couple of these or something, because there's like 2 carbs per little candy, but 0 sugar, just to like get the edge, because sometimes I'll start like for sugar real bad, and but that's it, right? So I'm like eating this diet. I can only eat twice a day too. I can't just constantly eat like I was before. So I eat once at 10 o'clock, and I eat once probably somewhere around like 6 o'clock. But I don't eat after 6 o'clock, and I don't eat before 10 o'clock in the morning. And this guy I work with is like, well, I eat healthy so I can eat whatever I want. And I was like, bro, that's the stupidest fucking logic I've ever heard. Because he was like trying to insult me. Yeah, I eat healthy and good so I can eat whatever bro, I want to eat 2 gallons of fucking ice cream, dog. Like, that's stupid logic. What are you talking about? I want to suck down 12 Red Bulls and go get a whole thing of butter pecan ice cream, throw it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and turn it into a milkshake and just drink it. Because I'm a fat kid. That's what we do. We eat fat kid shit. You know what I mean? Like, I like going to the store and getting those little bear claw things, you know, that come in the package, the Bon Appetit bear claws. I like getting one or 2 of those maybe, or I'll get one of the bear claws and one of like the berries and cream, right? Or like the strawberry and cream, and I'll put them in the microwave with a little bit of butter on them, right? Throw them in the microwave for like 30 seconds, smear the butter around, and sprinkle some sugar on top, because I'm a fucking fat kid. Right? That's what I want to eat. And he's like, well, but I eat healthy, so I can eat whatever I want. Bro, that logic does not make any fucking sense. It makes no sense at all. Like, I know you thought you were being hella fucking, like, I got a sick burn, bro. But you didn't. A swing and a miss with that one there, big guy. Ha ha! Whatever. Anyway, I was just like thinking about it. And it's like, that don't make sense, dude. Okay. Oh, sure. Okay. Whatever. Like, I like getting a cheesecake, bro, and just eating the whole fucking cheesecake. Bro, I'll get it, the crust and everything, and I'll just blend it all together and just, because I'm a fat kid, and that's what fat kids do. But I've come to a point in my life where I'm starting to worry about my heart a little bit. And, you know, I can't eat like a fat kid no more. Which sucks, because it was like all I had. You know what I mean? I don't party anymore. And food it's very comforting, dude. It's very, very, like, people don't understand that food can be just as bad as, like, drugs and shit. Like, go, like, if you think it can't be, go look at, like, one of those shows, like My 600-Pound Life or whatever, bro, and tell me that food can't be just as bad as, like, booger sugar or... some of that tar. And, you know, I've noticed too, now that I haven't been consuming so much sugar, like, I'm not as agitated, I'm not as irritated. I felt like I was in a fog before, like my brain was kind of foggy. And that's, like, starting to go away. I'm starting to become, like, more aware of what's going on around me. Like, I'm starting to focus a lot more. And that change has, like, I've been exercising a little bit every day too. I do a few push-ups here and there. That's something I haven't done in a long time. But once you start one thing, you know, it's easy to start doing other things along with it, because I'm the type of person that I hate change. I do not like change. I like my life to be the exact same every single day. When I was younger, not so much, but now that I'm older, I like monotony. You know what I mean? Monotony is very predictable, and it makes, you know what I mean? Now that I have kids and shit, gives me a feeling of safety inside. You know, like, I don't have to worry about some crazy shit going down, because I know the same thing is going to happen every day. And because we as human beings are very, we thrive in structure and discipline. I know that's not everybody, and I know there's always going to be that person that's like, nuh-uh, I told my teacher to fuck off when I was in 6th grade. Bro, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the majority of society as a whole. We like, that's why people do so well in, like, jail and prison and the armed services, because it's structure and discipline and routine. And I know that about myself. Like, I really thrive in structure and routine. But you know, it's crazy, like, how destructive I've noticed that consuming that amount of sugar was to me mentally and physically. Like, I feel a little more motivated throughout the day. I feel a little more, like, goal oriented. I feel a little more, like, positive. I feel a little more, it's a little easier to focus on certain things. Like, you know, before it was like, oh my, you know what I mean? Like, restless, irritable, and discontent. Now it's kind of just like, well, all right, whatever. Roll with the punches.
向こうもすでに気づいている。
And the more and more I dive into this diet,
我らは主の討伐に備えてきた。我らだけで十分だ。
I've noticed that
何？
すでに
It's
主
crazy.
討伐軍を独自に編成済みだ。都の支援
because I've been watching a lot of videos about recipes and stuff like that, and things that I can cook that are a little bit out of the ordinary. Because just frying up a block of hamburger meat with mustard, because I can have mustard. Mustard doesn't have any sugar or carbs in it. I can eat all the mustard and the butter that I want.
我らは明朝主討伐
But
に向
I've
けて
been
巨大
trying to
樹に
find
支
like
援
other recipes,
なら目的は同じだ。
and so I've been watching like a lot of food videos, right?
私は予定にないことは
And one
行
thing
わ
I've
ない
noticed
お前たちを停泊させ
in
た
a
ことで
lot of
何
other
が起きるか
countries,
わから
in
ない
fact, the majority of other countries,
これ以上の通信は作戦に
there
支障が
aren't
出る
as many fast food
安心
restaurants.
しろ
Like if you go to a lot of
主
places
を
in
討
Europe,
伐すれば
there
コロニ
isn't
ーには入れ
5
てやる
McDonald's, 3
mate.
Taco Bells, 6 Burger Kings, 2 Carl's Jr.'s, and an In-N-Out all within a mile of
随
each
分
other.
頭の固いゴーレムだ。
And a couple of Popeyes chickens and a KFC and a fucking Five Guys and a Smash Burger, maybe a Habit Burger or two all in there,
行くあても
right?
今日はここ
And
で
that's
停泊
nuts
だ
to
な。
me, dude. And they actually have regulations on what fast food restaurants can serve in their products. Like that blows my mind. And it makes me wonder, like, bro, why hasn't our government put out, like, we look at the healthcare system right now, the healthcare system is fucked. And it reminds me of the last time I was in prison, right? They had a lady come along and they were having problems with the amount of healthcare that was being used in prisons, and like how much they were having to pay out, which I get it, it's a prison and they're a private corporation and fuck them, but that's not the point of the story. The point of the story is they're like, why are we spending so much money? I mean, like, we're doing the basic ass stuff. Like when somebody's got a fucked up tooth, we don't work on it, we just yank it out, and yet we're still paying out the ass for medical expenses, right? And this lady came forward and was like, start feeding them better. Feed them a little bit better. Feed them a little bit more nutritious food. Stop feeding them that garbage ass slop. And I guarantee the amount that it will cost you and food expenditures will be far less, or wait, far, like that more extra amount that you're spending for healthier food will be far less than the how do I say this? Like the more money you put into healthier food, the less money that you're going to spend in healthcare, by like 150% every time. So, you know, let's say they throw a fucking $10,000 a month into extra healthier food, they're going to save like $40,000 to $50,000 in healthcare costs because they were feeding these people a little bit better. And they started doing that. I mean, it's still not the greatest food in the world, but like everybody's complaining about the healthcare system, and it's like, bro, yeah, what do you expect when there's fucking 17 McDonald's in one city? You know what I mean? And McDonald's is gross. If you haven't like seen where the McDonald's meat comes from, I didn't know this until somebody actually showed me and broke this down. But all these fast food restaurants, all fall into certain categories, right? Like it's like 1 through 5 or something. And places like Carl's Jr. and In-N-Out, and like Habit and Smash, they're like at number 1. And what that means is they go in first and they pick like all the prime animals to eat, right? To slaughter, to eat, right? McDonald's is at the very fucking bottom of that. They're like 5, but they're at the bottom of even 5. What the people at McDonald's do is they actually go in and they do the opposite of everybody else. They look for the animals that are as close to death
主が2体
as possible without getting into trouble, because they spend way less on that meat. And so, bro, like they go in and they see this cow is like sick and it's fucking dying, and it's probably got like another 2 or 3 hours to live. McDonald's will come in and scoop that fucker up and slaughter it before it has a chance to die, and then send that out for us to eat. Like I won't eat McDonald's lunch shit anymore. Every time I do, I get sick. And I swear, dude, I swear, about 6 months ago, I went to McDonald's, right? And I always, for the longest time, I always used to get a McGangbang because they were cheap, right? I would get a McGangbang and a milkshake and like a medium fry, or maybe like a large unsweet iced tea because it was $1. And I'd get all that for under $5. But, you know, that was back when they still had the dollar menu. Right? McGangbang is just a McChicken inside of a McDouble. So you split the McDouble in half, you slap the McChicken in, slap it all back together. It's a McGangbang. I swear, dude, one day I got all these items and I bit into it, and it tasted like blood, like human blood, like that whole like coppery iron taste, like everybody's tasted their own blood, dude. It tasted just like that, and it made me vomit. I took one bite of that burger and I couldn't. I brought all the food back into them and said I want a fucking refund. And the lady was like, "Why?" And there was like this red shit that was not ketchup on the inside of it. And I was like, that is not ketchup. I don't know what the fuck that is, but I'm not eating this. I want my money back. It was like somebody sliced their hand open and just bled all over my burger and then served it to me. Ugh. It was so gross, dude. When you've worked at a fast food restaurant too, it really kind of like opens up your eyes, especially nowadays. Like, I'm not saying that all people that work at fast food restaurants are this way, but I have noticed that a lot of the people that work at fast food restaurants are people who just don't give a fuck about working anymore. It's like this generational thing where these people just don't care about their jobs at all. And when you work in a kitchen with other people, right, you see like the nasty shit that they do when they're handling food. Like, bro, I've seen people itching their butthole, right, and then go and slap a burger together with no gloves on. Dude, I've seen people digging in their nose and then just like wipe it up on the thing and then start making food. Like, dude, just disgusting ass shit. And one time I was working at this restaurant, I won't say which one, but we always had a soup of the day, right? And it was cooked like in this big 55-gallon vat. It was like a special machine that they had that was like multi-purpose. You could like bake soups in it. It had like a special thing in it that would heat the bottom of it up, or you could like flip this arm over and it had like attachments, and you could like make bread dough and stuff inside of it. Like, it was a really cool machine. And on Fridays it was like a seafood thing, right? There was always like like fish and chips and surf and turf and like jumbo shrimp, stuff like that. And the soup of the day was clam chowder, right? It was always that way. And there was a dude that worked with me that found out he was getting fired through the grapevine. And this vat sat in like an external corner underneath the camera, so you couldn't see it. And this dude pleasured himself into that clam chowder. And I had just started working there. And I didn't want to say shit because it was like other than being a paperboy when I was a kid, it was like my first real job, and I didn't want to make waves because I didn't know that the dude was getting fired either. He just found out and took it upon himself. I just mentally, I was like, I'm never eating clam chowder again. I'm never eating clam chowder again, because it was real early in the morning. They were still doing all the food prepping and stuff like that. There was only like 3 of us there, or there was 4 of us there, and 2 of the guys were out back smoking cigarettes, waiting for us to get all the food prep shit done. And it was so disgusted, dude. It was so this was like when I was 16 or 17 years old, and I just had clam chowder for the first time like last year. We went to Bubba Gump's in San Francisco, and my wife got like a sourdough bowl there, and I was super fucking hungry. And Bubba Gump's, it was like $50 for like 6 bites of food. It was a total fucking rip off. The place was a total tourist scam. And my wife was like, oh, I don't want to eat anymore. Like, she just ate the soup, or like some of the soup, and then they give you like a second bowl to pour in there, which is what I should have done. But my wife's a lot smarter than I am. Anyway, so I was like, fuck it, I'm so hungry right now. Bam. And that was like the first time I had clam chowder in 25 years. And even now, like I've worked on it, and I still have a hard time eating that shit. I've seen people drop like hamburger patties on the ground, right? And we all know how gross the ground can get when you're like in a rush, right? And just pick it up off the ground and slap it on the bun. There is a literal glass ceiling. How misogynistic. And that, to this day, also, I will never disrespect the people that are making my food. In fact, if I am with people who are disrespecting the staff, I won't eat there. I will get up and leave. Or I'll just refuse to eat and sit there and wait. Because if you've ever seen that movie Waiting, that ain't no bullshit. People do shit like that, for real. You fuck with that kitchen staff, and especially if like the bus boys or like the line cooks and all that stuff have like a crush, or you know they're like fucking around with the waitress, bro, and you piss her off, they will fuck your food up. They will do some of the grossest shit you can think of to your food. And I'm not talking like the whole pubic hair thing in waiting. That's like amateur shit compared to some of the things that I've seen people do to food, to people who... I've seen people piss in fucking sodas. I've seen people put poop in food because you don't fuck with the people who make your food, like for real. And I know what a lot of people are thinking, that's stupid because then you'll never get that customer back. They don't care. They don't care. They don't give a fuck. That most of them don't ever want you to come back ever again.
宝箱
That's kind of the whole point. They're telling you, fuck off, go eat somewhere else. You are no longer welcome here. Dude, you can explore so much shit in this game. That is one thing I will say about this game, man. The exploration is... I haven't done crazy ass exploration like this, dude, since like D1.
あの光野営地 ブラッドには故郷はある。
どうした急に。
聞きたい。
いや。いつか。
I don't have much more time. I've got like 15 more minutes.
そろそろ気温、そうし、
私その昨日夢を見た。夢？おごうちで襲われた時の嫌だったものも少し好きだったものも一瞬でなくなった。思うの、この任務が終わったら私はどうなるんだろうって。 こにも帰るところないね。ねえエマ、エマはこれからも。
どうしたの？
ううん、大丈夫。聞いてくれてありがとう。仕事に戻るね。
クー、敵だ。クーの技が使えるぞ。クー、何か珍しいものがあるの？クー、行こう。
Alright, let's see if we can get all these enemies over into one spot to fight. talking about. Okay, let's get out of here.
珍しい反応。周囲
赤だ何だ王のアドカツだ何だが少ん
エマねくなはすいやあすくないすですありくだクーによろしくって。
Okay, what else do we got? Wheat replaces rice. Soya beans replace strawberry. Potato replaces tomato. That's all I got. All right.
た食べたいものを選んで。それにする？また食べた。うん。
ぜおっと、じゃあ
うん。
Okay. Let's go and save, and then I'm gonna hop off for tonight, you guys. Let's see. Save game. How much longer do we have until? Shit, I think it's tomorrow night. I want to know why I can't pre-download it on Steam though. Steam isn't letting me pre-download it. One day and 6 hours. So Monday morning. Shit. I don't know when it'll let me download it though. All right, you guys, I'm out of here. I want to thank all you guys for stopping by and hanging out, and we'll be back with more Beast Reincarnation tomorrow. Like I said, all in all, I like the game. The game is really fun. It should do that input delay. I think they might have fixed it because it wasn't as bad today. And there was like a little update. So, I don't know. Alright, you guys, until next time, I will catch you guys later.